Hi, this is Alan. I am the life group pastor at Mount Hope Church, and I am so glad that you are thinking about becoming a host for the Filled series. And I want to give you some information about it right now. You'll find this document, this handout about the Filled series on the same page where you found this video, mounthopechurch.org/life group host. Go ahead and download this now so you can take a look at it. I'm not going to cover everything in the handout, but I want you to have it handy, right? All right, so let's talk about what is the Filled series. The Filled series is going to be 9 weeks long. It's going to start on the week of Sunday, September 5th. We'll go all the way through the week of Sunday, September the 31st. So those 9 weeks, and every week, Pastor Kevin will be bringing a message on Sunday about the work of the Holy Spirit. Who is the Holy Spirit? How are you filled with the Spirit? Spiritual gifts, the fruit of the Spirit, a lot of emphasis on the fruit of the Spirit. And so every week there'll be a Sunday sermon, and then there'll be a small group study that goes right along with the same topic as the message. And so every week you'll start your meeting with a video created by one of your pastors, either Pastor Kevin or Pastor Peter or somebody else. Well, you'll watch the video together, and then you'll have the discussion questions from the discussion guide. Everybody gets one of these. If you're a host, you get a host kit, and it'll contain one of these. Everybody else can purchase one, but you just show the video, ask the questions, and have your discussion. It's as easy as that. So let's talk about how this is going to happen. Well, groups are going to meet every week because the sermons are going to be every week. So you have the message every week, and then you have the topic that following week that goes along with the message. So, and it's also great that groups meet every week, especially if they're new, because then you get to know each other a little better, a little more quickly. When you meet is entirely up to you. Find a day and time that's going to work best with your schedule, and then invite people to come and to join you. Your group could be online, or it could be in person. If your group's online, use a platform that you're already familiar with. And it could be Zoom, which is very popular, very common, but it could be a Facebook group. It could be a group chat. It could be a group on Slack, whatever apps, however you connect with people, wherever you're finding community online, do a group in that community. We also need groups who meet in person, and this group could meet in your home. It could meet in your friend's home. Let them know you're coming. It could be in a community room in an apartment complex. It could meet at a bookstore or a coffee shop. It could even meet at the church. So we need both types of groups, either online or in person. And it's your choice, whatever's the best for you to start. Plan about 90 minutes for your group. In fact, you want to have like an official start time and stop time. So let's say your group is going to start at 7, you're going to end at 8:30, and then people know if they have to get up for work the next morning, get up and get kids off to school, they know that they're going to be able to leave about 8:30 and go home. But, you know, allow people to stick around if they want to talk, if there's something they need to pray about or whatever. You could allow a little more time, but plan for about 90 minutes. It might be a little shorter, actually, in an online group. The commitment is for 9 weeks. We're not asking for the rest of your life, just for 9 weeks. And refreshments. Everybody likes to eat. So if you're having an in-person group, have some refreshments that first night. If you're meeting online, you are off the hook. You don't have to worry about bringing refreshments. But here's what I would do if in either type of group is I would only lead the study one time. I would only host the group in my house one time. I would only bring refreshments one time, because in the book, in the back of it, you'll find a calendar. And on the calendar, you can have everybody sign up to do something. Bring the refreshments, host the group in your home, even lead the discussion. Now, here's how it does not work. It does not work if you say, would anybody like to? Well, what they're going to like to is that they would be comfortable and that you would do all the work. But that's not good for you, and it's not good for them. The way that it works is if you say, everybody needs to sign up to do something. And if you tell them that everybody needs to sign up to do something, everybody's going to sign up to do something. Lead the study, have the group in your home, bring refreshments. If you do this right, you only have to do those things one time, and then everybody else is doing the other parts. And I shouldn't say right, because you may do it, but that's okay. But get everybody involved, because the best part of this is when everybody's participating, it goes from being your group to being our group. And that's a good feeling. All right, let's talk about how you're going to get your group together. The first person you're going to invite to your group is a friend who's going to help you get your group started. So think of a friend that you want an excuse to spend the next 9 weeks with to do this study. Get that friend in mind, invite them to help your group get started. Then think about other people who are in your life who would enjoy or benefit from the study. Your friends, your family, co-workers, neighbors, other people. In fact, in your handout, there's a diagram that looks like this. And what I want you to do is to begin to think about each of these different categories of people who are already in your life and fill in your circles. Then your friend that's going to help you start the group, have them fill in their circles. And then once your circles are filled in, then you want to pray. Pray and say, okay, God, who would you have come in this group? And then call and invite the people that you wrote down. And then also pay attention to who crosses your path, because you've prayed and asked God who should be part of your group. Well, God's going to answer your prayer. So you pray and say, Lord, who should be in my group? And then all of a sudden you bump into somebody at the grocery store that you haven't seen for 6 months. Well, guess what? God is answering your prayer. Somebody calls you out of the blue. It's not out of the blue. It's not a coincidence. It's a God incidence, right? They called you and you say, hey, what are you doing on Tuesday night? Because my group's meeting. And your group doesn't have to be Tuesday night. I don't know why I keep using that. But pray and ask God to fill your group, and God will fill your group. Call the people on your list, call the people on the speed dial on your phone, right? Pray and pay attention to who crosses your path. Have your friend do the same. And before you know it, you've got a group. And that group could be 3 people. That group could be 10 people. That group could be a house full. Whatever you're comfortable with is what you should start with. Lastly, I'm going to give you a coach. And a coach is an experienced leader who's going to help you get your group started. So they've led a life group before. They know all the ins and outs. They know all the ups and downs. They're going to help you, and they're going to call you every week. And when they call you, please call them back, because they're not calling to ask about your car's extended warranty. They're calling to help you. So when they call you, call them back. Ask them your questions. Any question you have about the group, any question you think, oh, I'm not going to ask them that. It's a dumb question. Ask them the dumb question. And remember that they're praying for you, because all of us could use some prayer, especially when we're doing something we haven't done before, that we're doing for the first time. They're praying for you, and they're there to help you. So what's next? On the website, on the right-hand side is a link to click and sign up or register your group. Click that link, and what you'll find is you can start a group in one of 2 ways. One way to start a group is what we call invitation only. And what invitation only means is that you are going to invite 100% of the people that are going to be part of your group. We're not going to send anybody to you. We're not going to advertise your group in any way. You're going to invite everybody who's going to be in the group, because this is what I know. There's at least 2 kinds of people. I think there's more kinds than that, but there are 2 categories. There are some people that have never met a stranger, and if you gave them 12 people they've never met before, they would just be thrilled. Here's the type of people that I know, that if 10 or 12 people they didn't know were coming to their house, they would be terrified. So if you would like to do a group just with your friends, even if it's just 3 or 4 people, then say you want to be an invitation only group, mark that on there. But if you're open to new members, then say you're open to new members. Now, even if you're open to new members, I would still invite your group, fill it up about halfway with people that you know. And then whether you can participate in one of our connection events that are coming up, or if people sign up on the website, that maybe will fill your group up the rest of the way. But at least start out with 3, 4, or 5 people that you know, and then think of other people and then be available to sign up. All right, if you have any questions, you can contact me at alanw@mounthopechurch.org. That's alanw@mounthopechurch.org. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Fill out the form to register your group. You can pick up a host kit in the Connect Center, and we are more than happy to help you get your group started. God bless.